guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. We're out here on Table Rock Lake today, and I'm going to give you guys some beginner's tips on how to fish a jerkbait. And if you guys watch the channel much before, you know that I talk extensively about jerkbaits, one of my favorite lure categories. You know, I helped design the Mega Bass Vision 110. We've done a lot of videos in the past on jerkbait fishing, but those tips normally have been more of an advanced level for jerkbaits. And since jerkbaits are the most difficult lure to learn how to fish correctly, I want to give you guys some tips for beginners if you're just getting started out that I think will really help you out. Now, the main reason that a jerkbait is the most difficult technique to learn about is there's so many variables to it. You've got just an endless list. You've got colors, you've got profiles, you've got different actions, you've got the equipment set up, you've got when and where to fish them. But the main thing that makes jerkbait so difficult is that you have to impart the action yourself on this bait to get a bite on it. It's not like a crankbait or spinnerbait where you throw it out there and reel it in, and you can catch one. You have to generate the rhythm with a jerkbait. So first I want to talk, we'll do some other videos as far as colors and stuff like that at later points for beginners. But today I just want to show you guys how to work a jerkbait. First part of that is equipment. Guys, I highly suggest everybody going with a spinning rod. Most guys use a bait caster. I use a spinning rod 100% of the time. I'll argue with anybody out there. It's a better piece of equipment. You can make longer casts. You can use lighter line. You can get better rhythm on it. You can get better feel with it. So I highly suggest going with a spinning rod. The first thing you have to remember when you're fishing a jerkbait is you need to make a long cast, because the longer cast you make, guys, the deeper your bait's going to get, and the deeper your jerkbait goes, normally the bigger fish you're going to catch. So the first thing I do is I'll make a long cast out there, let it hit the water, and then I want to retrieve it fairly fast for like the first 10 or 20 feet, because I want to get that bait down to its maximum depth. So I'm reeling and jerking at the same time like this. When I get it down where I feel it's at the maximum depth, I let it stop a second, and then jerk it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it pause for a couple seconds, then jerk it 2 times. 1, 2. Let it pause, jerk it 4 times again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it pause, jerk it 2 times. 1, 2. And you use that rhythm all the way back to the boat. Long cast out there, reel it down fast, get it deep. 4 jerks, pause. 2 jerks, pause, all the way back to the boat. Most of the time, that's going to generate you a jerkbait strike. Now, you may have to modify that based upon the water temperature, water clarity, the aggressiveness of the fish, but that's a good foundation. That's a good starting point. And if you use that retrieve right there, guys, you're going to catch some fish on a jerkbait. So anyway, that's just a quick tip today, beginner's level. We'll be back with some more beginner's tips on a lot of different other stuff with jerkbait. Probably going to be doing some beginner series on a lot of different baits, because I know a lot of people out there, I assume, you know, that it's not an accurate assumption that everybody is highly skilled, and a lot of guys are just getting started out. You know, we all get started out at some point. Fishing is just like building a house. Some of us are laying our first brick, some of us are finishing our house. So we're going to do some beginner's tips. I think it's going to help people out, and even if you fish a lot, it may be a good refresher for you. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. You know, if you hadn't had a chance, hit that subscribe button. It'd be much appreciated, and we'll be back soon with another one.